Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be reacting to
Is this Europe's most underrated city? First impressions of Zagreb, Croatia.
In the largest farmers market here in
3 facts that we've learned about Croatia so far.
kind of like lasagna but without any red sauce.
So the
Hello
cannon is in
guys and
Zagreb,
welcome
not
to
Dubrovnik.
Zagreb, Croatia.
So it's literally our first time in this country, so we are super excited to get out, explore and essentially see what it's all about. Now I'm not going to lie, I know absolutely nothing about Croatia, especially nothing about Zagreb, so we're starting off strong and we are going to do a free walking tour to hopefully find out a little bit more about its history and obviously get our bearings of the city before we go and do a full day of sightseeing.
So we've been walking to the main square to meet our tour guide, and it doesn't seem like the busiest capital city at all. Like, it feels so peaceful and calm. Like, I feel like
So it's a free walking tour, but they still have a guide. So who pays the guide? The city?
yeah, probably to take them around to some local spots and maybe to hopefully want them to spend money there.
Interesting.
a lot of the cars are electric. They've got trams. There's not many people walking around, and it's like middle of the day on a Sunday. Just nice and chilled out atmosphere. So that's a good start. I feel like Europe's known for being crazy in the summer, so this place seems a lot more calm. We met up with our walking tour right in the main square, and straight away we got this really cool history nugget. Zagreb wasn't always just one city. It used to be two. Greenwich, where the everyday people lived, and capital, which is run.
States too. Like there's someone to show the city. Like that's part of their job. To kind of like
I
boost
guess.
tourism, to encourage.
I wonder who pays that. It has to be the
city.
government.
Yeah, probably.
By the church. Back in medieval times, they really didn't like each other. We love a bit of medieval drama. Today we're going to check out both sides and see how that rivalry, plus some more recent history, helped shape the Zagreb we see now. And trust me, some of the stories are proper surprises.
Or maybe like sponsors paid the city to pay the employee to do that too as well, who wants to continue on sharing the traditions, the history of Croatia.
What sponsors?
Like someone famous, wealthy, they do a donation
Oh,
to help fund this type of event, because there's free events in every city, I was thinking.
So behind me there's loads of people like praying and loads of candles lit and stuff, and there's a painting that's essentially like a relic of the city where apparently a few hundred years ago there was a fire and loads of stuff burnt down, and through the ashes the only thing they found was this painting unscathed of the Virgin Mary and Jesus. So loads of people are going to I don't know, pray around it and stuff, but yeah, pretty miraculous that is, isn't it?
Also, passing through that gate means we are now in the port side of the city,
Well, like the
or medieval side.
side
But she
of it.
keeps calling it the port, so it's not us just being like rude. And we're about to go to one of the most popular touristy areas too. So this behind me is the St. Mark's Church, or as the young people call it, Lego Church, which you can see why, because the roof of it is absolutely stunning and looks
Have you
so
seen
shiny
this?
with
It's
all the
like
different
bloody
colours.
Lego, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks really, really cool. And then I think, was that side government?
Parliament there,
Parliament
yeah.
there, and then government on that
They
side.
got like
Interesting
a
facts.
free chandelier inside.
yes, I think inside here, there's a chandelier that they got as a gift. Yeah, I remember that story.
About the church is it keeps needing to be rebuilt because Zagreb is on like a earthquake line, so every 150 years or so there's a big earthquake.
That's probably why it
which
looks
is
so nice in
essentially-
there.
Yeah, it keeps being like destroyed and knocked down, and apparently that's why a lot of buildings around here have scaffolding and stuff around.
Anyway, we're rushing down here because in like 4 or 3 minutes now we've been speaking. Something exciting's about to happen right at the end of the square.
Oh, they're gonna fire the cannon.
My God, that was actually deafening as well. Yeah, that was crazy. That was actually mental. I thought it was going to be like a little bit of a bang. Yeah, that was actually really loud. I know. My ears are clapping at the moment.
Every day at midday, the cannon outside of Lottershek
Interesting.
Tower fires, a tradition that started centuries ago to mark the time and maybe scare off invaders. Either way, it's a loud slice of Zagreb's history.
Okay, so 3 facts that we have learned about Croatia so far. Number 1 is that it has a declining population. So it has a population of 3.5 million now,
so
whereas
does the
previously
rest of
it
the
was
world
up
for
to
the
5
most
million.
part.
The second thing is that it's the home or the birthplace of the necktie, which is completely random, but I did say they're 3 random facts. And the third thing is they have recently adopted the euro, so that's literally in the past 2.5 years. So obviously that caused a load of inflation, and apparently food prices have almost doubled as well.
Wow, that's tough.
So we're now heading into the capital, which is meant to be the richer side back in the olden days.
Which is the second city, and it was owned by the church. So this is kind of the religious, unpeasant side that we're going to.
Interesting enough, you don't have to be dressed like a certain way.
What do
So
you
we
mean?
are here in the
What
last.
way?
If you go like to like the religious side, you should. Most places they would require you to cover up.
Oh, I think this is only an Orthodox church. They're like regular Catholics, I think, not Orthodox.
Just farmers market here in Zagreb. Unfortunately, it's a Sunday, which apparently is the quietest day here. So normally all of these tables behind me are like completely filled. And I saw pictures online of all of the bright red umbrellas, and it's meant to be a really good atmosphere to get food, local produce, and then underneath is where they sell like all of the cold fruit and veggies and all that kind of stuff. So a few things to
That
note
is
if you do want to
interesting
come
that
here.
on Sundays it's empty. I would think like on Sundays because most people are off work. You would want to have your stand, so most people come and shop. You know, when they have free time. That's so
Day of rest.
interesting.
It's all cash, obviously, and very little English is spoken because they're all Croatian farmers who have come with their produce to sell here. But you can just use Google Translate or point and smile. And this is the cathedral. It's been hit by so many earthquakes, they're still fixing it now. You actually can't go inside at the moment, and full repairs could take another 20 years. The interesting thing is, all of these restorations are being paid by taxpayers, and as the country is becoming a bit more secular, especially amongst younger people, it's caused a fair bit of friction.
Well, I can understand. You don't allow people inside.
I don't think that. I think the friction is that irreligious people don't want to pay for a religious thing. I think that's what the friction is. Because she said that the country's turning a little bit more secular, so they're kind of trying to shy away from religion. So I think that's what's causing it.
But it's still like a monument, like a piece of history.
Right, I get
And
it.
Croatians are proud of their history, but it's like it's kind of odd that if you have like something that's part of history, you can't enter it.
I guess it
Or
depends.
it doesn't serve as a use per se.
Yeah.
Not just because they're becoming more irreligious. It's just there's no use for like the money is being spent, but they're not getting returned.
I can see it. Yeah.
So we've just learned some really
Because then the
interesting
alternative is
facts.
that you would say that Croatians would support, tear it down and put like something more modern. But the way Croatia has this vibe,
Leave
looks
it
like
crooked.
They're crooked.
About Yugoslavia, Croatia's independence, and essentially how recent it was. So I didn't realise this was all going on essentially just over 30 years ago. But yeah, we're probably not best placed to talk about the history about that.
It's
But
fascinating,
yeah,
though, isn't
it is fascinating. I think this region of the world that we're going to be spending the next few weeks ago, you actually forget like a lot of stuff has happened very recently, like in our lifetime, which is actually crazy to think, because when you think of Croatia, you don't think about that, do you?
No,
No,
you
you
just
think
think of,
about
like,
football,
tourism.
you think about Dubrovnik, you think about the beaches, but you don't think when I was born it was in a war for its independence, which is mental. But yeah, anyway, it's been really good. The walking tour is super informative, and I think we've put together a plan for the rest of the day off the back of it. So yeah,
We've got some good recommendations, haven't we? But if you
have.
want to do the walking tour as well, we'll leave the link in the description as always. All right, we've stopped for a little coffee on the main street where the bars and restaurants are. I don't know the name off by heart, but I'll put it on the screen now. But we need a little rest after that walking tour. But what I found quite interesting, you know how we said at the beginning of the tour that the city feels really like sleepy and slow, and like there's not a lot of people like running around hustle and bustle if it's for a capital city. Well, our tour guide said that they have this saying here called fijaka, which is the art of doing nothing. And apparently Croatians are really well known for sipping a coffee for a minimum of 2 hours, she says, and doing absolutely nothing. All they do is drink coffee, smoke loads of cigarettes because we're in Europe, and people watch, and they're always late. So I thought that was quite an interesting like cultural thing to learn about Croatia.
I don't imagine sipping one cup of coffee for 2 hours. I don't know. I don't imagine.
I could, but I feel like it wouldn't be coffee. It'd be like something icy and refreshing, and I would need refills.
Right. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. If you get refills, which I don't think they do in Europe, because Croatia is in Europe. So if you were to get refills, I could see it, but I don't think there's refills. I think it's just one cup, and you just like have to literally take a sip every 10 minutes.
Alright guys, we're just on our way to go to a restaurant to try one of Croatia's most famous dishes, but I wanted to quickly chat to you about how we've been staying connected whilst travelling around Europe. The Wi-Fi has been today. Best part is trying to book a bus route, which means you app before your travel guys tend to get. Let's go try this food. So we've come to a place called La Struck to try a struckli. That's the only thing that they serve here, and apparently it's one of the most traditional Croatian dishes you can ever have. It's a traditional pastry side dish, but they do a gluten-free version, which is such a win for me because obviously normally I don't get.
Yeah, that does look like it's at she had pictures earlier. Is this on the left? Yeah, look, the crepes. Crepes roll, like, how I make crepes, yeah.
Let's try all of the local food, etc.
So I asked for a Coca-Cola and they said they don't have Coke, but they've got Kokta. Apparently it's a Croatian version. Do you know what it tastes like? You know when you go to Aldi or Asda and get like the very value cheapest Coke, yeah? And it's like 12p in the bottle, it's got no sugar, and it just tastes very strange. Nice though. Yeah, like if you put it in an expensive bottle, it would taste like this.
It's got more of a taste of Dr. Pepper now.
No.
I think it's got an undertone of Dr. Pepper. Wow, this looks amazing, like cheesy goodness, which is what I'm obsessed with. It's like a kind of like lasagna, but without any red sauce. But it's like white, bubbly.
We're about to find out.
From what I read online, it's meant to be pastry, but I don't know if the gluten-free version will be different. Let's give it a taste.
Oh, what's inside?
It smells like dead tomatoes.
Yeah, it really reminds me of dough potatoes. This is kind of like a pasta, the dough section of it. Like pasta sheets
so
rather than like pastry, I think,
something.
but it could just be like not crispy pastry. And then it's like a cheesy sauce with, you can definitely taste the sour cream on there, which I love. It's really nice,
so
like a cheesy nice.
There's something inside, whether it's pasta or something, there's something inside. It's not just cheese.
It feels like it should be potato when it's pasta.
I don't remember seeing this either.
This guy is not a fan.
You know, I don't really like that consistency.
Listen, honestly, I like the guy. I like that he's not hyping it up, because after time when we watch these videos, I feel like people just hyping it up for views. I like that he's being real. I don't like it. It's okay.
I trust him.
Yeah, me too.
Mushy stuff.
Very gloopy and you can taste.
Yeah, I don't like.
It's not bad, but it's just I knew when I read the description.
I can't speak. I will have to try
That's
it.
exactly what I like.
That's why we got one to share.
Oh, she's a good sport. You eat so you don't be impolite.
So we are just across the street from.
Same old phone? Nah. Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Our next
It looked like it
destination,
maybe
which
wasn't
actually is
finished,
unusual for us. So we wouldn't usually go and visit a museum, but literally two of our mates, when we said we're going to Zagreb, both of them said that you need to come and check this out because it's meant to be super quirky and a little bit different and less boring than a usual museum. So it's called the Museum of Broken Relationships.
Have you seen this?
Hopefully me and Abby will leave unscathed.
This was
€7
very
you get to
sad
wander through a
museum.
collection of objects left behind after breakups and heartbreaks. And honestly, it's way more entertaining than it sounds. Some are hilarious. There's
It's
a pair
not
of
entertaining.
underpants
It
on a
looks
poster
sad
for
for-
Rex,
Looks sad.
a toaster a woman stole from her
Yeah,
boyfriend.
we have reacted to somebody
It's
visiting this
sad.
before. How I remember, it was sad. It was sad.
Out of spite, and a pizza box that properly made me laugh. A woman left this behind when she broke up with gluten. Yes, she literally wrote a breakup letter to bread, pasta and pizza after going gluten-free. That one definitely spoke to my heart being gluten-free myself. But it's not all jokes. Some of it's heartbreaking. There's a teddy bear left after someone passed away, love letters from long-distance couples, and stories tied to war, politics and family struggles. And that's what makes it so interesting. It's not about celebrities or famous romances. It's just real, everyday stories from people all over the world. We've never been to a museum like it. Weird, funny and sad.
The best museum I've seen is the one
We've
where
learned about the culture.
it's like illusions.
Yeah, in Greece and
was so
Athens,
cool.
the Museum of Illusions. That was very
that
cool.
so
Yeah.
cool.
Abby's tried some local food. We visited a random museum, but now it is time to do, in my opinion, the most important thing you should do
What?
when you visit a new country. Any
What?
guesses?
Yeah, guess in the comments. Don't tell
Please
them.
food
Okay.
related.
We'll let them
Put your
Food
comment in
related.
right now.
Let's go. Because I felt like they didn't eat proper. Oh, drinks?
You guessed it, guys. It is time to try the local beer. So
beer.
there is no better thing to do in Europe after a day of walking around, sightseeing, than trying the local produce. So this is Karlovačko. I think I might be saying it actually right because I asked the waiter what it's called. So this is a local Croatian beer. It's been around since 1854, and as is common in a lot of Europe, it's quite strong. So I think it's over 5%. But yeah, let's give this bad boy a try. It's nice. It's very like flavoursome, so it's not like a lager. It's got a quite strong wheaty, hoppy aftertaste. But a nice cold glass, a nice cold bottle, and yeah, I can see myself drinking these for the next couple of weeks. That's for sure.
What are you eating?
So I've got a traditional, I'm going to say this wrong, but sis chavapi. Essentially, it's like a Balkan sausage
almost
sandwich.
like a
You've got this
gyro to
really
me.
cool bread. It's almost like a what's it called that you have at Easter? Hot cross bun. Crispy on the outside and like really soft in the middle, and then I've got all these little grilled sausages. Kind of remind me of shish kebabs. A few onions. Throw that in there. It's gonna fall out. I'm gonna have to go now for thought.
Far too civilised.
All right, I'll try it. What am I gonna do? It's massive.
Just eat it.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh,
Mm.
Got a big sausage.
Burnt my mouth. Literally tastes
not
like
the
a
first
kind of
day.
shish kebab, or like you get the Turkish kebabs on the skewers. The bread's got kind of butter or oil on it, and yeah, delicious.
well, she didn't get anything to eat.
well, she ate at the other place.
Well, Zagreb, you have literally exceeded our expectations by a mile. Is it an underrated city in Europe? Well, it has all of the charm of European cities, just without the crowds
Yeah,
and
very
the
chilled,
riffraff.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. It's got great history, some nice food. It's a little bit more affordable than some of the other like European cities you'll go to. And we've absolutely loved our day exploring today.
I feel like the good thing, it's not even that it's not busy, it's just like you can find a seat.
Yeah,
at
what
yeah.
looked nice to me is that it's look kind of empty. Like
Yeah.
it didn't look touristy at all.
Peak season.
Yeah, like, and it's summer, which should be peak season, but it's not. It was kind of empty, so that was pretty cool.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And Zoe, share as much kindness as possible. Bye.